You guys, this is Brad from Blue Nile Farm. Today I want to do a recap of my 2024 season to kind of show you where we've been, where we're going, where we're headed, some of the ideas that I have. You know, this year in 2024, we had a really good prior season for hay for myself. You know, we never get in the field really early, and we got in before June. And our first cut in 2023 wasn't really that good, but our second cut in 2023 was exceptional. With that said, when 2024 came in January and throughout the year, we were doing a lot of hay sales, and I actually had enough extra hay that I actually had to advertise to get new customers. So I started to go through new customers. I got some new customers out of it, but I also got the taste of dealing with new people and some of their complaints and arguments, and some people weren't happy. And it's very frustrating to be on the hay sales end versus on the hay buying end. And so that's a topic for another day, but it was a good learning experience, and something I really didn't enjoy too well is dealing with new customers. So, but that was a good experience for me for 2024. And because of the way the inflation was going, I kept my prices high, and I thought they were fair because they're covering my seed costs, my fertilizer costs, and all that kind of stuff that went with it. And of course, the high expense of diesel cost. So that was my hay season for that year. That worked out really well. Horse boarding, we also limited ourselves in 2024. We normally have 21 stalls, normally always full, never been not full. In 2023, we lost about 4 horses, a lot of them from deaths because we had older rehab horses, and we had 2 that died from colic. And so dealing with that situation, we had 4 empty stalls, which we never had before, and I never filled those stalls. And we were trying to guess on where our direction that we were going to go as far as the horse business is concerned, and whether we wanted to continue with boarding. We also had a lesson program in 2023, and we canceled it in 2024 due to horses being involved with injuries with students and structural issues, I guess you want to say, due to those injuries. And I didn't feel like dealing with the liability of somebody getting hurt and suing me. So I kind of canceled the program, and I wasn't making any money doing it. So it wasn't worth pursuing. So that was the end of that in 2024. Also, in January 2024, going into the spring, I also started a firewood business, and I started purchasing IBC totes and getting the proper equipment to do log splitting. And I want to eventually start to make small bundles and sell that because I am living in a Geneva area, and we have Geneva on a lake, which is 5 minutes away from me. And that is basically a resort area and a camping area for people to come and visit. So there's a lot of people buying firewood and camping in my area. So I was thinking about going into the bundle business. So that was something I was looking forward to. And I bought up over 100 IBC totes, and basically had them all full from January into the spring. And this year I have sold firewood. I've sold about 30 crates today. I probably about 27 crates to date. And down the road, I'm hoping to sell more. But I haven't really pressed the firewood business because of some of the things that have transpired this year. They kind of stopped me, going to that route. The other thing that's a big news is in April, I started my YouTube channel. And, I got interested in the YouTube channel because I kept watching lots of videos on firewood production, gave me lots of good ideas, and kind of gave me a direction of travel. And I said to myself, hey, why don't I start doing a YouTube channel? So in April of 2024, I made my first YouTube video, and I did it on rebaling. And that was the topic I thought would be the most of my interest, because when I started rebaling, nobody had any information really out there on the subject. And since then, which is about 8 years prior, I noticed there's a lot more YouTube videos, but nothing that was instructional. So I created the YouTube channel, and I started with rebaling videos. That's something that I did, and it took off okay. And since then, I have over 160 videos. It hasn't been a full year yet. I have 782 subscribers, and I'm kind of fortunate for that. So thank you guys for subscribing. If you are a subscriber, if you're not a subscriber, hopefully you find interest in my channel and you might want to subscribe. But I'm kind of excited that it's starting to take off, and it's had a lot of ups and downs, but I'm trying to find out what people are interested in. But I kind of want to give you guys a glimpse of my day-to-day life and things that I deal with. And so that's kind of the direction of travel that I took this channel. But I am going to start talking about other subject matter that I think that might be of interest to a lot of different people. So hopefully other people can join in, and hopefully it is some interest to you as well. Also, I've had a lot of machinery issues over the last year, actually for years. And one piece of equipment, my Oliver 1855, which I had rebuilt, put a Cummins in it, spent a lot of money in that tractor, got it back, and it was something wasn't right with it, never had enough power. So I had to take it down to Maybach tractor and had to get a transmission put in again, new clutch, and it's because the thing just couldn't even take off in 5th and 6th gear. Would hesitate for like 20 to 30 seconds before you even got enough power just to even get started to roll. So I had the clutch put in it, runs really good, and was able to use that tractor a lot this year. But I've had a lot of other breakdowns with brake repairs and things we're trying to get fixed, and baler problems. But so far everything was going pretty well, and I have a mechanic now that kind of helps me out when I need them, and that's been going real well as well also. So that's a good deal for me. In June of this year, we started doing hay, and that was the start of the hay season. First cut was okay, it wasn't great. Second cut, I had a hard time getting the fields. We were getting a lot of rain. And the problem is we weren't just getting rain this year, we were getting monsoons. And these monsoons would flood the fields and basically shut you down for 2 to 3 weeks because it took forever for the fields to dry up. So I got my first cut in relatively early, but I had to wait almost till September just to get in there for my second cut because the fields throughout August and July were soaked. And you know, it's not worth me going into these hay fields and tearing it up. And I accrued a few extra fields. I lost a couple fields. You know, it's been a back and forth game this year with hay, and a couple fields I wanted to replant, and I never got that done. I skipped fertilizing this year because of a drought. You know, we were either getting monsoons or we were getting drought. And the drought is basically the reason why our second cut never came up. And I never fertilized, and I'm kind of glad I didn't because I think I would have thrown my money away because the yields were so bad. But, you know, I still had an ample amount of hay, and because I have a rebaling business, I was geared up to do it this year. So I was looking forward to starting that process. My mulch sales and my topsoil sales, I haven't really pushed much this year in 2024, but I'm planning on doing a lot more of that come the spring of this year. Also, I wound up getting a lot more wood chips coming on a regular basis from a tree company because I rely on wood chips for my pastures. And of course, my manure business has been taking off greatly in the summertime and spring, and I have a lot of big gardeners that are purchasing that. But I'd like to offer bag products in 2025. I have a machine that we can start bagging manure, hopefully to start selling bags, and that'll give me more profit. And I still always sell it in bulk and with delivery with my dump truck. So that's been working out pretty good too. And eventually I'd like to get myself a 1 ton or, you know, or bigger, smaller dump truck so I can do a lot more smaller home deliveries in the future. But I haven't really pressed that button yet because the biggest problem that occurred in 2024 is the collapse of my huge 62 by 140 indoor arena that had all my hay that I worked so hard for, and all my equipment was inside of it. And it happened in Thanksgiving time of 2024. And once that building went down, it just shattered my operation. Now, in December 30th, which is 2 days ago, we just had a huge windstorm coming through over 50-mile-an-hour winds, and it actually took the tarp that I had covering all the hay that was still on the building, and it actually tore it all off. So now I have all this hay that's exposed for the entire year, and horses are stuck potentially eating moldy, crappy hay. And that's my new issue that I have to deal with going into January. So It's been a really rough 2024 all the way throughout the year. And my prediction for 2025 and my plan is to rebuild the barn and to try to create a new direction for the farm. And that's something that I'm working toward, and that's something that's weighing very heavy on my mind. I also have this hay issue with at least 300 round bales, maybe 400, I don't know. They're sitting under, being exposed to the weather right now, and I'm really concerned because we have horses and I never let my hay get wet. And I'm in a predicament now whether I sell the hay and take a loss at it. I'm definitely going to do an insurance claim on it, but they're not going to cover all that much. So bottom line, it's a losing proposition, and everything I worked so hard for last year basically is going out the door. And for me, rebaling hay is my most profitable business on my farm, and I like to continue doing it, and I need a building and I don't have one. So there's a lot of strategic thinking that's going into 2025, and hopefully I can get the right path. So, and I'm going on 60 in 2025, so I'm getting older, and unfortunately, a lot of people want to just retire and, drink margaritas, and unfortunately, that's not in my bloodlines, and, I like to, get bigger or go home type of thing. So I can't give up my dream of farming, so I have to continue striving forward, and that's kind of the way I am. So with that said, that's really my recap of 2024, and 2025 is going to see a lot of changes. Hopefully you guys can come along for the ride and see what I'm doing, and I'll post all my YouTube videos as things come up, because I like to kind of show you guys kind of what's happening now. And sometimes I can't post everything because, again, I do work a full-time job and I fit the farming in. But every time something new pops up, I really try to think about doing a YouTube video on it, just so everybody kind of can see what goes on in my day-to-day life. So, hey guys, I really appreciate you following along. And I don't really push for people to subscribe, but I do appreciate those that do subscribe. And hopefully I'm giving you some proper, I guess you want to say, entertainment, and maybe a little bit of know-how on things that I've learned and the practices that I do. YouTube's a very powerful tool. Unfortunately, when I grew up, it didn't exist, and I was a little slow to get on the YouTube bandwagon, but I'm glad I did, and I find a lot of fun with it. And sometimes you get a little bashing from people, but hey, that's the nature of the beast. You'll never make everybody happy. But for the most part, everybody has a lot of opinions. YouTube's a great resource, and you can learn so much from other people by watching and seeing how they do their operation. And if it fits your needs, maybe you may want to pursue that. Hopefully I'm one of those people that you can watch my stuff and you think, hey, I can relate to them, and I'm interested, I'm going to try it. Because that's the only way you learn is by doing. And what's nice about YouTube, it gives you a hand, potential resources to develop and do things. So 2024, I'm glad I'm on YouTube, and I'm glad that you guys are watching my videos. So with that said, hey guys, have a great 2024 or 2025. Tonight's New Year's Eve, and I hope that you guys have a good new year coming up for all of you as well. I've got a lot of challenges ahead, and I'm looking forward to them. And even though I'm getting a little depressed with all the things that keep beating me down, that pisses me off, and I just get stronger. So, that's just the way life is. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys soon.